Adrift in the far reaches of space, a meteor gradually makes its way toward Earth. This meteor is unique in how it contains alien life, a collection of microorganisms otherwise known as divine filaments. Eventually, the meteor strikes down on the Yucatan Peninsula, creating Mexico's massive Chicxulub crater. The impact severely alters its surrounding climate, leading to the decline and ultimate extinction of dinosaurs across Earth. In their absence, the divine filaments on board the meteor begin to spread across America, helping in the creation of new life and fauna. These otherwise undetectable aliens take a liking to humankind, empowering them with divine blessing. The people of Mesoamerica gather into tribes, collectively known to the world as Mayan civilization. Sensing the divine filaments' presence, Mayans begin to worship them as gods, and in return, the filaments assume that role to coexist. While not a singular empire, the Mayans share a steady diet of maize and other local agriculture. Individual Mayan city-states form, each with their own massive stucco temples. At these temples rule priests and kings who claim divine authority, being chosen by the gods as well as embodying their power. Religious beliefs proliferate among the city-states, resulting in a vast array of similar yet conflicting legends. The Quiche people, for one, recount their legends in a text called the Popolva. In it, Cucumatz, the god of wind and rain, is a feathered serpent who consults with fellow god Tepeo, and together they create life from the primordial sea. Their attempts to forge humans first result in animals and monkeys, until they successfully construct man from maize. Aiding in this process is the destructive god Kukulkan, whose dominion over storms causes the destruction of earlier generations of man. Many Mayan people begin to worship the god Kukulkan, a deity thought to be synonymous with Cucumatz. Other accounts liken Kukulkan to Itzamna, a creator god of the sun and sky. Being at the crossroads of various legends, Kukulkan inherits the traits of creation, civilization, wind, water, sky, and storms. By chanting Kukulha Udakan Kukulkan, O winds descend from the heavens, he can conjure a great calamity strong enough to end an entire generation. The cult of Kukulkan worships him out of various temples across the Yucatan, such as Mayapan and Oxmil, with the most prominent being Chichen Itza. Some stories describe Kukulkan as a boy born into the body of a plumed snake. His sister feeds him until he grows too large for their cave, and so he proceeds to fly out to sea, causing an earthquake. He continues to cause quakes in order to assure his sister of his survival. Other stories depict him as flying up to speak with the sun and getting his tongue burned. By flying ahead of the rain god Chak, he predicts the weather and cleans the earth with his tail. With the rise of the Aztec Empire, legends of Kukulkan are adapted into the god Quetzalcoatl, going on to reach even more fame and followers. In either case, Mesoamerica's thriving religious societies persist until the Age of Gods comes to an end. Accepting their inability to return to space, the divine filaments go dormant, entrusting their hopes and dreams to humans and their technological innovations. Such is the case for proper human history, and yet, in other universes, circumstances are vastly different. In one world on the verge of being pruned from existence, the meteor that collides with Earth does so about 250 million years early. Rather than wipe out the dinosaurs, the divine filaments choose to bless them, resulting in a class of beings known as the Dainos. Instead of a pantheon of different gods, the filaments are treated as a collective will, the Maya. In order to protect the Dainos from harm, the Maya evacuate them to an underground abyss called Miklan, where they can thrive under the light of an artificial sun. Despite their sentiment, the Maya are unable to stop the arrival of Ort, a more malicious alien invader bent on devouring entire worlds. With their power alone, the Maya cannot fuel Miklan's artificial sun while also keeping Ort at bay. Thus, the sun burns out, leaving Miklan's fate in the hands of newly flourishing humans who linger in the dark. Gathered under the kingdom of Khan, these humans defeat Ort for a time, returning the monster to its slumber. Khan's king, Camazotz, removes Ort's still beating heart and offers it to the Maya as the core for a brand new sun. Ironically, Miklan grows dependent on its own destructor as a source of energy. The Dainos awaken to their sun and thrive as an ideal species without the need for lofty goals. Still, they don't think to worship gods until the arrival of Daebit Semvoid, an intruder from proper human history. In only a year's time, he sparks a renaissance of Dainos culture, one where they begin to treat the sun as a god. The Maya, responding to this worship, decide to birth a god based on proper human history. The result is Kukulkan, a separate goddess fueled by Ort's heart. Unaware of her own power source, she emerges as a naked representative of the Maya. Originally a mere wind only the Dainos could perceive, she is now a humanoid deity who hopes to guide the Dainos, along with all other life in Miklan. In that endeavor, she gifts the Dainos their own city, naming it Chichen Itza, with knowledge gained from proper human history. Atop its temple, Chichen Itza hosts the Solar Sojourn, a device that controls Miklan's sun as it traverses the land on a cycle. Kukulkan expresses a lively personality, doing her best to mimic the appeal of humans. She is a goddess overflowing with compassion and philanthropy. So long as she isn't forced to favor one form of life over another, she observes and protects Miklan with a smile. Regarding protection, Kukulkan has an eagerness for combat. Her strength is supernatural, allowing her to soar about Miklan faster than the speed of sound, yet impossibly without breaking the sound barrier. A single one of her Mayan punches can demolish a temple's altar as collateral damage. She can vanquish thousands of foes with a single kick, as well as lift an entire mountain with ease. As a divine spirit, her noble phantasm is Kinich Ahau Impact, O Star, Fall Down from Space. Also called El Castillo Kukulkan, this ability gathers all of Miklan's plant roots and channels their energy to transform herself into a giant luminous body. With the might of a star, she strikes her enemies down with devastating pressure. In fact, she does just this when the Chaldea security organization arrives in her Lostbelt. Perceiving them, as well as their enemy, Yu Olga Marie, as threats, Kukulkan swats both of them out of the sky. The impact separates Chaldea from its master, Ritsuka Fujimaru, while also forcing its airship, the Storm Border, to make an emergency landing deep within Miklan. Over time, Kukulkan is able to gather how Chaldea means them no harm. Instead, Ritsuka befriends the Dainos, leaving her with more urgent concerns. Daebit Semvoid and his servant Tezcatlipoca aim to sacrifice Dainos' hearts in order to resurrect Ort. Still unaware that she derives from Ort's heart, Kukulkan wants to prevent Ort from destroying everything she loves. To that end, she ventures to Tezcatlipoca's Mexico City and aims to kill him. There, she gets the chance to meet Chaldea's master firsthand, and the two of them develop a friendship. Ritsuka even uses a precious sugar skull to buy her a jade ornament. At first, Kukulkan introduces herself using an alias, but reveals her true identity when confronting Tezcatlipoca at the temple. Before they can have a proper fight, however, Tezcatlipoca distorts time, presenting everyone with a vision of the future when Ort awakens to wipe Mexico City off the map. Kukulkan helps Chaldea escape, lifting their airship and safely carrying it back to Chichen Itza. For a time, she and Chaldea share a common enemy, allowing her to freely enjoy helping them out. Even after she admits to putting them all in danger when they arrived, Ritsuka chooses to forgive her and forge a servant pact along their journey deeper into Miklan. It's clear that, independent from the Maya's will, Kukulkan has her own desires and motivations. Even though Chaldea aims to ultimately vanquish her Lostbelt, she enjoys being friends with them. They introduce her to the process of roasting maize and inspire her to be as free-spirited as Quetzalcoatl. Still, she has an obligation to protect Miklan and its fantasy tree. This means her friendship with Chaldea must come to an end. Even if the Dainos are all wiped out by Ort, so long as Miklan itself thrives, she is meant to preserve it. Despite this, Kukulkan ignores her orders and protects Chaldea anyway. As Ort ascends from its underworld tomb, she cleaves a path for Ritska to escape and mount a counterattack. Upon actually meeting Ort, however, she finally learns of her true nature. Uncertain of how to proceed, she leaves Chaldea to battle Ort on their own. From afar, Kukulkan watches over the battlefield and is amazed when the surviving Dainos choose to spend their last moments alive on a direct assault. Taking up arms, these dinosaurs charge Ort, even though they stand no chance of winning. These creatures never wanted for anything. They existed for millions of years, completely content with the status quo. Yet now, at the very end, they wish to mean something, for their legacy to have value. In order to grant their wish, Kukulkan abides by her own will, compelling the Maya to obey her. Instead of allowing Ort to destroy Miklan and proceed to devour proper human history, she steps up as a goddess, even if it means her own demise. As Chaldea's struggle proves, only Ort can kill Ort, meaning that the only way to stop its rampage is for her to ignite Miklan's sun, destroying both its heart and hers. In a moment of glory, Kukulkan protects the storm border from Ort's cosmic rays and retaliates with her interstellar voyage engine, burning Ort and the fantasy tree keeping Miklan alive. As her Lostbelt nears its end, she thanks Ritska for always considering her a friend. She will vanish along with the Lostbelt, but hopes that her deeds as a hero will allow Chaldea to summon her. By supporting proper human history, she gives meaning to the Dainos who sacrificed themselves. Even the Maya realized their vision for the Dainos was wrong, bereft of conviction, and so they wish humanity the best of luck in their own endeavors. Kukulkan sees them off with a smile, praying for their happiness. Thanks for watching. This channel relies on support from viewers like you.
Please help us out by dropping a like and comment. Subscribe for more videos, and be sure to enable notifications. Or hit up our Discord so you never miss out on a new upload.
Most importantly, if you can spare it, please sign up as a channel member, either through YouTube, Patreon, or Subscribestar. You can find links in the description. We've got perks like exclusive content or early access.
Until next time,
Celebrate your fandom. I want to give a special shout out to all my $10 and up supporters: VideoGamer75, Dante Pendragon, Steven Elak, Otaku Mom, Mystic Samurai 1983, Free Brick, Alexis Yukio Gomez Yamato, Lunar Works, Link Pendrago, Olympian Doll, Observer Bellis, James Hewitt, Uncanny EXP, Crow Calum, Saul Soto, Tristan Riggin, Major, Winter's Edge, Sneer Cachette, Sunbro Torian, Dionysus, Caitlin P, Sogai CH, Sith Lord 906, Vladimir Ovna, The Taz 96, Kengo X 77, and Alistair Bernadotte. Thank you all so much.